What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, and welcome back for another episode of Pokemon Omega Ruby. This is episode number 66, and today we're going to be headed back to the Nameless Cavern outside of Sootopolis City in our attempt to capture Mesprit. And so, yeah, that is basically the plan. Nothing really else going on. I felt like I had something else to say, but apparently I don't. So, looking at the team here, we do have Gloom, and everybody else is pretty much the same. I'm keeping Castform in the team, I guess, because eventually I'll want to capture the Genie, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. That'll be coming up sometime in the next 10 episodes, I guess. I don't know. Who knows? But Mesprit and Uxie are the last two of the Pixie trio that we have to capture, and Mesprit is the easiest because it has a huge window of capture, basically any time throughout the morning / afternoon you can capture Mesprit, and even into most of the evening too, actually. I think up until 10 p.m. or something like that, and Uxie can only be found between 10 and 11 p.m., if I'm remembering this correctly. Azelf is a little bit more difficult to capture, but we already did that, so it's not really that big of a deal. So let's go ahead and reach our hand deep in the hole, as it says, which sounds a little kinky to me, but oh well. Mesprit is here, and we're going to start off with Gloom, which that could be a bad idea because this thing probably has some type of psychic stab, I would think. Hopefully, it's Future Sight. That's 120 base power. That does give us like one turn to work with here. So if I wanted to, I could Giga Drain here for some damage. But I'm kind of tempted to go right out into Arc, just because I do resist it. I would say I could go out into Toad, because Sharpedo will not be affected by it. But I don't really have anything that I can hit this Mesprit with. Like, Sharpedo's too powerful. At least I have Draining Kiss on Gardevoir, which is only a 50 base power move. So I'm pretty confident that won't kill. And I also have Psychic, which is not very effective. So that will help as well. I guess I'll go for the Draining Kiss, and we'll see how much that does. It is going to be neutral, and that does a butt ton of damage. Oh my goodness. Why did that do so much? We're going to have to take the Future Sight attack here, and that did nothing and a half. Did like 21 HP. And I'm just going to throw an Ultra Ball here, because why not? I mean, he's definitely not within range, but figured might as well just give it a go. And he's going to wake up and go for a Future Sight again. So I guess we are staying in. I don't know if I want to paralyze this thing, but I guess I'm going to have to. I mean, if he's just going to spam Future Sight, and he probably has Extra Sensory as well, Gloom is not going to be able to do much. So, I mean, I let off with it just because then I'm not synchronizing the quirky nature. I don't need more quirky Pokemon. I have enough. Got enough of that. So, yeah. We'll go ahead and throw another Ultra Ball here. And he's going to break out immediately and go for nothing because he is paralyzed and unable to move, as we are going to take a Future Sight attack again. But that does absolutely nothing. So Extra Sensory is going to do even less than that. I need to hit this thing with something. Something weak to get it into the red zone. I don't want to go for Psychic because I just don't trust that this thing will survive, because Draining Kiss did so much damage. Abby, I don't know. She can't really do anything. I mean, Flamethrower might do a lot. I guess our only option is Gloom. So we need to hope that it's either fully paralyzed or goes for Lucky Chant. If it has Lucky Chant, I think it has Lucky Chant. And he does go for the Lucky Chant, thankfully. Thankfully, because it failed, which means he already used it and I missed it. I'm just going to go for Acid here because it is our weakest attack. We probably could have went for Giga Drain, but I didn't want to risk a crit just killing him. And I'm going to risk a crit killing him here as I go for Acid, and we don't get it. So he's well within range, and the Lucky Chant's going to wear off, so that doesn't mean anything. Oh, it does mean something. Because he had Lucky Chant up, I could have just went for Giga Drain because I could not crit him. Lucky Chant actually helps me by preventing me from killing him. So I'll go ahead and throw an Ultra Ball here as he's going to break out and go for the Future Sight, of course. But it fails, and Future Sight will be hitting us this turn, and I don't really care. I'm just going to continue to throw Ultra Balls here. Yeah, it's really not that big of a deal. It really is not. We're in a good position, this thing cannot touch Sharpedo at all, so I can just go into it after this, or I can just go in Arc, because Future Sight and Extrasensory do nothing. Somehow Gloom survives a 120 base power Future Sight. Super effective from a Mesprit. I don't understand how that's possible, but okay then. Gonna break out of another Ultra Ball here, and go for the Lucky Chant. So no more crits for you. Not that I'm going to attack you, but whatever. I probably need to buy some more Ultra Balls. This will be a good opportunity to get myself those Timer Balls. And if we catch this in a timely manner, we can get those Timer Balls in this episode. Because I just keep putting it off and saying I'm going to do it, and I never do it. So he's fully paralyzed. Oh yeah, I forgot he was even paralyzed. He hasn't been fully parried, like, at all. I'll go ahead and throw another Ultra Ball, because that's really my only option at this point. And he's going to break out again. Go for the Extrasensory. Just finish me off. There you go. So what are the moves on this thing? It's got Extrasensory, Future Sight, Lucky Chant. What is that last move? Has it showed it yet? I can't think of what it would be. I'm going to go into Arc here. Am I just blanking on what that fourth move is? I legitimately do not remember. Oh well, I'm going to throw an Ultra Ball here, and hopefully this thing will decide to stay in. That would be very nice. There's one, and he's going to break out and go for a pointless move. Extrasensory, yeah, that's going to do next to nothing, because Future Sight did just about nothing. It only does, oh, that did like 20 HP on a critical hit. That's ridiculous. Granted, we are 25 levels higher than this thing, but Arc actually has pretty decent special defense, so I take hits pretty well anyway. And the Mesprit is fully paralyzed again, as the Lucky Chant is going to wear off. And we can throw another Ultra Ball. We're down into the 30s now, which is not a comfortable range because, you know, at any point we could have something like Heatran that takes us 30 balls to capture. And he's going to break out after a couple of shakes. So we're making some progress here, I guess, as he is going to go for the Future Sight. Future Sight is such a great move. I really want to use one competitively. And by use one, I mean use a Pokemon that has Future Sight. It's actually pretty good on things like Gardevoir, especially if your opponent doesn't have any Dark types. It puts a lot of pressure on their team to, you know, switch in something that can take the hit. So that's pretty cool. And it's a good way to, you know, weaken the team. I don't know what I'm talking about. That was just filler commentary, basically. He's going to go for the Extrasensory again, and that's not going to do anything. So I just love how well Arc takes these hits. Now, Uxie could be a bit of a problem, because it might have Yawn. I don't really remember what its moveset is. I know it has Extrasensory and probably Future Sight, but I don't know what its other moves are. And I feel like it could be Yawn. Like, Azelf is dangerous because it has Nasty Plot, but it just never went for it. When I went up against it, I got kind of lucky. And, yeah, Uxie will probably spam Yawn, so I'm not really looking forward to that because I don't have anything with, like, Insomnia that I could bring, I don't think. I mean, I have competitive Pokemon, but I don't want to really be using those. And wait a minute. Oh, we almost had him there. We almost had him there. I think that was 3 shakes. Oh, Charm, okay. That is his final move. All right, fair enough. So that harshly decreases our attack. That would have been nice while we were weakening this thing, I suppose, if we were a physical attacker. So basically what I'm saying is it didn't matter either way. There's 2 shakes. And he's going to break out again. I feel like we're just getting so close right now, as he is going to go for the Lucky Chant again. For some reason, I thought he had a Lucky Chant up already. It lasts, what, 5 turns? Like, similar to Safeguard, except instead of guarding against status, it just guards against critical hits. And there's one. And he's going to break out again. I feel like we've used a lot of Ultra Balls here, as he is going to go for the Extrasensory. Slowly but surely weakening Arc here. But even with all the hits we've absorbed, we're still only barely less than half. We have a good, you know, 40% of our full HP. So that's pretty good. There's one. There's 2 shakes. And he's going to break out. And that smug look on his face. He just doesn't care. He just smiles all the time. I guess I should say it, because it's not a he or a she. And I was calling Heatran a he last episode, and I think the one that I captured was female. So that is something, I suppose. Or maybe I'm thinking of the Storm Silver Heatran. I don't remember. One of them that I captured was... one of them was female. I just don't know which. He's going to go for Charm again, which doesn't do anything. I'd rather him do that because at least I'm not taking damage. Because who knows how long this is going to take. There's one, and he's going to break out yet again. He will go for Charm again because he wants to make sure that we are at -6 so that we can't kill him or crit him, thanks to the Lucky Chant. We're down into the 20s for Ultra Balls now. I don't know if I'm going to have enough money to capture all the legendaries now that I'm thinking about it. I may have to grind for some money or something. Who knows? Who knows? I hope not. I mean, I could always reset if, you know, a certain legendary takes way too many Ultra Balls, I suppose. But I don't know if I really want to do that because I kind of just like recording it in one go, and however long it takes, that's how long it takes. He finally goes for the Future Sight. We haven't seen that in a while. And I will throw another Ultra Ball here. This is taking longer than expected. It almost feels like it's taking longer than Heatran. But there's 2, there's 3, and he stays captured. So just as I compared this thing to Heatran, it was like, nope, we're not having that. I'm not anything like that guy / girl. And he stays in the Ultra Ball. So let's see the description here. As Mesprit is added to our Pokedex, the Emotion Pokemon. 0.7 pounds, just like all the other Pixie Trio. Known as the Being of Emotion, it taught humans the nobility of sorrow, pain, and joy. Very cool stuff. Very cool indeed. I really want to use one of these competitively. I just haven't this gen at all. Like, I can't even remember the last time I used a Mesprit competitively. It had to be like mid Black and White 2 era. But yeah, it's actually very, very good in NU. It's quite the threat. But anyway, we're headed off to Rustboro City so that we can get ourselves some Timer Balls. I'll be back in a moment. Alrighty, we are here in Rustboro City. I got ourselves all healed up and everything. I just kind of skipped over that because we had somewhat of a long time capturing the Mesprit. I don't know how long it was because I wasn't keeping track, so I just decided I would cut this out here. And I haven't actually unlocked having Timer Balls available at the Pokemart yet, so we're going to do that really fast by heading onto this route here. And we need to go back to the front of Rust Turf Tunnel and talk to the scientist that's now available here. You're the trainer who helped me in Petalburg Woods and also got back my case that was stolen and then graciously delivered it to Slateport. Captain Stern informed us of such. If I were a rain cloud, I would shatter you with gratitude. For you, most wonderful trainer, I have good news. Recently, our company developed a new kind of Pokeball. As a token of our appreciation for all your help, we would like to give you one. He's going to hand over a repeat ball, which I don't know if that's going to do us any good. He's going to leave, but you do have to talk to him in order to be able to buy the Timer Balls, even though, you know, it seems kind of like a waste of time. Oh, look, a Zigzagoon. There's just Pokemon hopping out of the grass all over the place. So now we can go to the Pokemart, and there will be a second counter available. And at that second counter, we can buy repeat balls, and we can also buy Timer Balls and Net Balls too. So I will buy 20 of those. That's kind of expensive, but I'm just going to go for it. They're actually less expensive than Ultra Balls, aren't they? I guess I can buy a couple of repeat balls. I don't want to buy a lot, but they do have a high success rate for Pokemon that are already in the Dex. So I will go with that. And I don't think we need the Net Balls. So, oh, my Repel has worn off. That's perfect timing, I guess. Anyway, that's going to be it for this time. Next time around, it might be time to capture Uxie. Or Uxie, or however you want to say it. I would just have to wait till later tonight. And I may just do that. We also have Regigigas available, so... Oh, and you can only do that during the day, so that'll probably be next. Then we'll do Uxie sometime after that. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please make sure you're leaving a like rating, or a comment, or whatever you would like to do, of course. And I will see you all next time. But until then, game on.